Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats. Welcome back to Calm Down Level Up. We are back here in Every State Independent. The game we are running that's going to go for a long time, I hope at least, until probably one country is left. Now, I apologize, this episode was actually supposed to go up yesterday, but instead I did a battle between Italy and France, and that's because I actually had a very hard time getting this save to work again after the update. But I managed to do it. I managed to get the updated versions of the mods. I managed to I had to basically create a new save file, but everything is the same. It was really hard. It's really hard to explain what I had to do, but it is working. It's not crashing anymore. It's back. There might be a few differences because I think I lost a little bit of time, but I have since gone past the amount of time that we've lost. And it actually seems like the game is running pretty smooth and pretty fast. Now I'll go through some of these peace deals here that I've been kind of clicking past. Guatemala was actually just annexed to Yucatan, and El Salvador both split it for one state each. El Salvador, Yucatan. I think Guatemala had taken over British Mexico. Moldova took one state, and Bessarabia was annexed. Rest in peace. But anyways, boys, I would like you guys to take a look at this map of the US. It looks a lot different than last time, and I think that's because the AI has actually changed in the game itself since the update. The AI will actually attack across borders if no one is standing there. If you guys remember last time, Iowa and Alabama were pretty much the only states in the United States that had actually taken over other states. Now everyone is attacking. It's all gone crazy. We're going to see these states slowly collect into larger states until there's just a few left and we see massive wars on the North American continent. Stravopol took 2 states. Rest in peace. Also, Southwest Africa annexed Bechuana land. Now in Europe, we actually have a few new stars that are rising up. Most of our attention in the few past episodes was on Kastamonu in Turkey, Serbia, and Croatia. But things are changing. The map is always changing diplomatically. We never know who's going to come out on top. Istria has recently decided that it wanted to halt its invasion of Zara, and Zara was actually able to take advantage of this and invade into Istria. So Zara actually has made a comeback. But what Istria was doing instead was they invaded Veneto, and actually look at that, they didn't even get any of the state. It was all annexed to Lombardy. So Istria, it was all for naught. Croatia might be saved. Also, Thrace was just annexed by Burgas. This is what the region of Turkey looks like right now. I think Kastamonu is invading Afyon, but the 2 nations to the east of it, Malatya and Trabzon, I apologize if I say these wrong, by the way, they've united as well into semi-powerful states. Kastamonu is definitely going to be challenged for the dominant power of this region fairly soon. Other powers down here include Damascus, who have taken over Jordan and Lebanon, as well as up here in the Caucasus, Stavropol, I think that's how you would say it, is looking pretty nice and thick. Now, most of Russia is actually more Balkanized than Western Europe, which is pretty weird. But I think that sometime here, one of these guys will come out on top, and they'll actually be quite a powerful player. In England, East Anglia is very strong. They have like 6 or 7 states at this point. Cornwall, though, is challenging them. They have 3 states, Wales, that one, and Cornwall, of course. Then up in the north, there's 2 countries that are probably going to also challenge East Anglia for the power on the English islands. Now, over here in China, I think a rising star could possibly be Guangdong, right here. The Guangdong dynasty in the south. Ostmark has annexed Sashan. That one has annexed Sumi. And Guangdong has just annexed 2 states and has taken Guangzhou. The reason that they are probably a rising star is they control 4 states now, and I think that's more than any other Chinese dynasty at this point. So they're going to be able to have more factories, they're going to be able to have more divisions, they're just going to be a stronger country. In Japan, there's only about 5 nations left. They're slowly uniting, but Japan still has not united strong enough to where it can compete with the Chinese yet. It's also sad for me to announce officially that Luxembourg has passed away. If you guys remember, Luxembourg actually controlled Alsace, but Luxembourg has since been split into multiple pieces. They actually also owned Champagne. Champagne is now owned by Pas de Calais. I apologize for saying that horribly wrong, I know I did. Alsace is owned by Moselland, and Luxembourg is actually owned by Wallonie. In the south of France, though, this big orange boy down here, looking very strong. Of course, this pink guy and Brittany right here are also doing pretty good in the north. Prussia and the guy to the north of them are definitely competing for power in this region. It won't be long until these two go to war, and whoever comes out on top of that will probably be the strongest country in the Baltics. Pomerania as well. Pomerania doing super good. Wow, Croatia has made so much of a comeback that if they take one more province from Istria, Istria is actually done. There are also rising stars coming out of India and the Middle East. Out of India, Lucknow is looking very good. It's still landlocked, but it has a very, very strong number of states, for the region anyways. Also, Abu Dhabi is doing very well on the Arabian Peninsula, and I'm betting on them to unite the Arabian Peninsula. Yucatan has now declared war on El Salvador. Para has declared war on Sao Paulo. Rio Grande declared war on Maranhão. So a lot of stuff is going on down in South America right now. Also, Bavaria has annexed one of its neighbors. In North Africa, we're also seeing developments. Alexandria is doing pretty good, although they are losing their war currently to Palestine. Put your bets in the comments who will form Arabia first, because that's a very hard one to form, but one of these guys is going to eventually pick it up. Also, guys, if this video can get, let's say, 600 likes, I will do an episode tomorrow, and not skip a day like I usually do. My upload schedule is I upload every other day, but if this video can get 600 likes, I will definitely upload again tomorrow. But it won't be this series, it'll be another video. But I really appreciate the likes and all the support. Alright, Savoy was actually just split between Piedmont and Provence. Provence gained, I think, Alps, and Piedmont gained the state of Savoy, because Savoy owned Alps. Piedmont is looking very nice right now. They're in a very good position. They own all of Switzerland, bits of France, and Italy. They're breaking down the old borders. I'm also very excited to see how good Aragon can do. If Aragon can defeat Castile here, and then slowly unite the Iberian Peninsula, they could form Iberia and be a very strong country in Europe. But they do have some competition right now. Garda over here in Portugal is doing just as good as them, actually. They are slowly uniting all of Portugal, and they've actually moved into Spain a bit as well. I think Aragon and Garda both have annexed roughly the same amount of states. Also in the comments, put your bets on North Africa, Tripoli, Tunisia, Algiers, or Casablanca. Do you guys think any of these big boys will come out on top? Tell me in the comments. I personally think that Tripoli might win it. Alright, I haven't checked on North America in a long time, so we're gonna just doozy on over there when the game loads. Alright, it does look pretty disgusting still, but not that gross. Looks like Utah was actually the one that was able to annex Nevada instead of California. If you guys remember, California had basically taken over all of Nevada. Texas is still trying to invade Oklahoma, but Oklahoma is holding on. The Dakotas are now united. They are just Dakota. More wars on the Iberian Peninsula over there. Grenada declaring war on countries. Georgia was just annexed by Gronzi. Alabama is no longer really the height of what they were, due to probably multiple countries all declaring war on them fairly recently. Florida might gain a lot of the Alabaman power. But wow, this region is actually evolving faster than I think any other region in the world. If you guys remember about Ethiopia, if they are able to, it might not even be annex, if they're able to occupy all of Eritrea, I think Ethiopia has the ability to form Abyssinia. It's also good to point out that whoever unites the British Isles will be able to form United British Isles. Yep, all that Ethiopia needs is to actually control Eritrea. Then they can actually form their new nation. I also didn't realize how good Brandenburg was doing. They seem to have united quite a few states since we've last seen them. Also, Friesland is doing very good in Holland. And it seems that Bavaria has actually cut Austria in two. The north being the Sudetenland, and the south being the rest. Algerian Desert has declared war on Mauritania. Also, Kurzemi took 2 states. Harju took 1 state, and this boy right here was annexed. Rest in peace. Also, Casablanca took 1 state, and look, it's Morocco. Morocco's back. It looks like the closest thing that Casablanca is to forming is Maghreb. Dubai looking very close to uniting most of the Arabian Peninsula. I'm not sure if you can form Arabian Peninsula as a country, but I know Arabia you can, but that actually costs a lot more states. I think to form Arabia, you actually have to take over all of North Africa as well. El Salvador was just annexed. This is what Central America looks like now. Honduras was doing pretty good in previous episodes, but it looks like they are lagging behind now, and Costa Rica and Yucatan are probably going to start dominating them. This is a big peace deal. Moselland, Friesland, and Rhineland... No, Moselland and Friesland both split the Rhineland. It's also worth mentioning that in Italy, Latium is actually now doing well. And they're actually starting to take over the Italian peninsula and unite it. Oh, rest in peace, North Korea. Jeez. Kurin has taken over North Korea. There will be no greater Kim Empire. Jeez. I think the Empire of Oltenia is, all but lost at this point. They've done pretty good for a long time, when, wow, Kastamonu's text just got really thick. But they're at war with Serbia, they're at war with Burgas, and now they've just been declared war on by Moldova as well. So Burgas, Serbia, and Moldova are all working together to try to kill Oltenia. But I think that's going to have to do it for this episode today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. Remember, 600 likes, and I'll make sure to do an episode tomorrow as well. Thank you for all the support and subscriptions and the views recently. It's been great, so I've been having a great time doing it. And it's been really encouraging me to do a lot more. So you will definitely be seeing a lot more of dedicated videos from me. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Again, if you liked, make sure to like, favorite, subscribe if you guys are new. And I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.